And then in these times of COVID, where we can't really get out and meet people and shake hands and kiss babies and be in close contact, especially in some parts of the country, we really want to start getting creative. And if we're honest with each other, looking towards the future, doing effective things virtually and coming up with creative ways to educate and to sell yourself without having to be in the vicinity of a human is pretty big. And so at Live Life, for us personally, at Live Life Coaching Consulting through the Minnesota Wellness Connection and many of our other partners, we're really looking at a couple big things. One is the local summit. So basically it's going to be modeled very similar to this, where you become the local leader as a business endeavor in your community, to where you go out and get a congregation of local businesses to come together and provide value to the community through education, through empowerment, through giveaways, and allow yourself to market with your other businesses. You go down the street to the gym, you go to the mechanic, we already talked about that. You could go to the yoga studio, you go to the health food store, you could go to the PT practice, the local sports booster club, whatever. You bring people together and host a local summit similar to this, bringing value in the form of talks, education, entertainment, giveaways, to where you help everybody win in the community. You're the leader of it. You get everybody seeing you. You get access to everybody's database. But way more importantly than that, you're just the person who's coalescing the community in tough times to provide value and cement yourself as the ultimate community celebrity, giver, leader. Remember, we want to be in a state of being well known as a beloved authority, creator of value, and trusted servant. In a local summit like this is such a great way to do it. Another big thing that we've seen some of our clients and some of the people we've coached really have success with, and I think it's very valuable right now. I call it the PPP, the Personal Patient Podcast. And really what it's about is a podcast that you're going to do, and you kind of model it after. We all listen to podcasts now. Like 51% of all people in 2019 on Earth listen to a podcast. So it's a big deal. But we're not trying to become necessarily a worldwide influencer. Some of you may have that goal, but you got to start in your community before you can become Brendon Burchard. That's not the goal of this. So the goal is to just provide education and value for your patients. We all know in our practice, just think if we had an hour a day with each one of our patients to educate them on chiropractic and the value of the other services we provide in our practice. If you have that much time with each patient, that's a problem in your practice, right? I know I never did. When you see, 100 people plus a day, you don't have time to spend an hour with each patient to educate them. So a podcast is a really great way to do that. Get creative and educate patients about chiropractic, but do it in a podcast version. Think of it as patient education and community education, but in the form of a podcast. And then you can also bring in other community leaders, influencers, other businesses, interview them on your podcast, make the connections. It's just another great way in this time of COVID that through a phone call, through a Zoom call, through a virtual video, you can do it. And to really get the bang for your buck at Live Life, what we do is we really get people to set up 3 avenues: video, podcast, blog. And that sounds really overwhelming. But really the beauty of it is you get to set up a video like this, just like we're doing, interview your friend, interview your neighbor, talk about something you're passionate about, talk about chiropractic, and the video gets listed on your YouTube channel, your Vimeo, your website, whatever. The audio of that video becomes your podcast, and the transcription of the audio becomes your blog post. So with one action, we teach you how to have a YouTube video presence out into your community. We teach you how to have a podcast, and we teach you how to have a blog all in one. It's a wonderful way in this time of distant connection to really connect with each other and provide massive value, have fun doing it, interview amazing people, talk about things you're passionate about, and have your patients learn so that when they show up every day, you don't have to spend that hour educating them on, the principles of chiropractic and why chiropractic is so awesome. So podcasts, huge. goes right with the summit, right with the video idea. Another thing that we forget about sometimes is just good old fashioned local newspapers and local magazines. Of course they're on their way down, but they're not dead yet, right? So right now, journalists, especially in smaller markets, are really looking for interesting stories. If you can reach out and provide a relationship and provide value in the form of a health column, or hey, local doctor sponsors, track team, local doctor works with track team, local doctor travels with local college athletes, any of those things. Newspapers like that stuff. And if you're sincere and legit and you're doing things for the right reason, a news article is worth 100,000 views on a YouTube channel in some markets, right? And with some people. That's something really important. Don't forget about those. Utilize those as part of your strategy. And if you get published in a local newspaper, you can use that in your social media campaigns for a credibility boost. Local TV is another one, depending on the market you're in. A lot of times they're looking for fun, good, lighthearted things. So local chiropractor at the food bank, that stuff, or hard hitting. You can show up. Hey, I'm a chiropractor. I'm also an expert. This goes back to being a beloved authority in the community on health, and say, hey, I would love to do a health segment. I'd love to do a one-time, interview with the anchor on the morning show or whatever. You'd be surprised if you get your ducks in a row, you think it through, and you think about what you have to offer, how valuable that can be and how attractive that can be to local media. So that's something good. Also, contests. You can hold contests with whatever you want. It can be chiropractic based. It could be football pick'ems. It could be give away a new car in conjunction with a local dealer. Get creative, make relationships, and then leverage that in your local media. Leverage it on that. So that's important. Just getting creative, having fun, being a fun member of your community. And then we get to social media. Obviously, social media is huge in today's world. And this talk isn't about social media marketing. That's something we all need to be expert in and grow in and learn. So we're not going to talk about how to maximize that. But when it comes to local marketing and being a local celebrity, it's as simple as when you're out in the community, post it. When you're at your local service group, be like, here I am with my friends at whatever, XYZ, Kiwanis Club Breakfast, great meal. Thank you to XYZ restaurant who catered it. That's simple. Or here I am adjusting athletes at the track meet. Here I am shaking the hand of the kid I sponsor to go to the state fair. Here I am, this, that, and the other thing. Here I am hosting a local summit. If you get in and you're regularly letting the media know what you're doing and you're posting those things on social media as well, that's a great way to leverage the things you're doing and maximize the visibility of what you're doing. And then finally, at the end of the day, all of this is moot if you can't deliver the goods. So one thing that's a constant, there's very few constant things in life, but one thing that's a flat fact in life is you want to always continue improving yourself, your personal development, your mindset, and your skills. So if you're a chiropractor, you want to be a chiropractor. You need to be good at delivering a chiropractic adjustment. If you decide to go down a niche avenue, athletes, or down a niche avenue, children, or nutrition, or acupuncture, or laser treatment, or stem cells, or whatever you do, we do all of those things at Live Life, and we find the experts. You want to become very skilled and very knowledgeable so that when you're actually delivering that treatment to somebody, you're very confident in the results they're going to get and the service and the actual care you're going to give. And once you get good at that and you're confident in yourself at providing the goods, it makes all these other things that much better. Showing up as a confident person because you know that you're doing things for the right reason with the right intent. And at the end of the day, if somebody trusts you to be their trusted healthcare provider, you're going to do everything you can to deliver an amazing service to that person. That helps all of this function much better. So again, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you today. I know some of you will be students just starting. When you're a student, it's the best time to learn. Open your mind, find mentors, seek out people. That's why at Live Life, we have a very simple student program to help you along those lines. If you're an existing doctor who wants to do better or who is maybe potentially wanting to grow and excel their practice, same thing. reach out, find a coach, find somebody who can help you down this path, find somebody who's led the way before you and already knows this so you can learn from all the mistakes that we've made over the years. And if you're a high level achiever who's already doing all these things, already excelling, maybe doing things that are different or unique, we have an absolute wonderful mastermind program where high level badass men and women can get together and bounce ideas off each other, lift each other up. Because here's the thing in the world: abundance breeds abundance. Collaboration breeds success. If you're really good at what you do, you don't have to worry about competition, especially in a business that we're in chiropractic, where we hit such a small percentage of the population. If we start working together to help each other, that's where we start getting to 10%, then 20%, and 50%, hit that tipping point where we see the whole world and impact the world, impact your community, and dent the universe. So it's been an absolute pleasure. If you want to learn more about the specific protocols we have on becoming a wellness celebrity in your community, maximizing your local marketing and everything else under the sun as it pertains to becoming an expert, successful person with a wonderful life and a great practice, please go to the link down below where it says schedule a free strategy session and learn more. If not, hopefully this provided great value. We should all give a big giant thumbs up to Northwestern for what they're doing and leading the pack as far as chiropractic schools go, as far as being very open and welcoming to really helping students not only get through their education and have a world-class education, but also transferring that into a happy, wonderful, meaningful life in a very successful practice. So once again, Dr. Aaron Street here. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the other speakers today. I want to give one last shout out. If you watch this video, that means you're in the top 5% of people who want to grow, want to improve, and you should be very proud of yourself. I hope you take action on some of the things we talked about today, and I wish you the best. Have a great day. Thank you so much.